Hi, Collective. Welcome to Intuitive Goddess Tarot 911. I'm Jenny. Welcome in or welcome back. I always say, these readings are timeless, and if they're meant for you, then you'll see it whenever, it doesn't matter if it's 3 years from now, you'll see it. So, and then the other thing, if it resonates, great, but if it doesn't, then just let it go. So I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. I thought we'd do an energy reading, something a little different to see what's going on. I just did the love reading. It's so good to have love back in the house. Okay. So, Spirit, we're going to do an energy reading. Please allow me to communicate clear and concise messages for the collective. What do they need to know about what's in their energy? Branches of the same. To be one is not to be the same, but to share soil, season, and sky. This looks like it's about family. Well, maybe you're spending time with your family. What else, Spirit? What else do I need to know? Hear the silent drum. The call is quiet. The call is constant. The call is yours. So you're being called to look at something. Let's see what that is. Wild horses run like the wind. Okay. What else, Spirit? We're going to grab from the Crow deck too and see what else we can get. The Fawn. To begin is to be unguarded. To learn is to trust your trembling steps. So I feel like whoever you are, you've been through it. And I feel like whoever you are, maybe you're starting to trust yourself more, trust your intuition more, trust that not all people are monsters, kind of thing. The final ember. A once vibrant fire has extinguished, leaving only smoldering lessons and wisdom. All right, let's get one more since we can. Since we could do anything. All right, so we got 2, and I think they're both important, so we're going to keep them. So we got the reservoir. There is more beneath the surface than you know, and the moon is in this picture. And then salt in the wound. Pain is not punishment. It is the alchemist fire burning what must be cleansed. Okay, so you have been through pain. And there's more that's coming out. So I don't know if that's going to be painful. We're going to pull from the Crow deck and see. These are beautiful cards. And I feel like they have good lessons with them. Oh, that was flying out. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know about branches of the same? What do we need to know about that? What does the collective need to know? Influence. So your family of origin could have influenced the way you look at things, or maybe you're under the influence and that has getting something. So this is going to sound really weird, but I feel like you're dealing with a family who has a history of being under the influence. Does that make sense? Or it looks to be in a negative way. Like there's cigarettes and bottles of wine and the crows are smoking. All right, let's just keep going. All right, hear the silent drum. The call is yours. Dominance. So you knew intuitively that someone was trying to be dominant over you? That someone was exerting their dominance? What about wild horses, the community? This card, I see it in my dreams, I swear. So there's all these crows flying around the background, and then there's the one crow that's closer to the root, but there's also a bunch of flowers that look like poppies. And I feel like all these other crows are part of a community, but you are an individual. Not that you're not part of the community, but you're not drinking the Kool-Aid, I guess, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? All right, what about fawn? Becoming ungrounded, nature. Or unguarded, I'm sorry. So maybe you do need to go out in nature and be grounded to get unguarded, if that makes sense. And then the final ember, what do we need to know about that? Insight. So I feel like the lessons you have learned from walking through fire, basically, are giving you a different view of the world. Wish we had more room over here. I need to put some of these cards away if I'm not going to use them. All right. Okay. So what about the reservoir? There's more beneath the surface than you know. And there's the moon in that picture, which makes me think secrets. Release. You know what this says to me? It says to me that maybe the secrets don't matter. If you're a person who's focused on like what was wrong in a situation, this could have been with your family, what was wrong in a situation with your friends, your partner, I feel like the universe could be saying to release it because it was painful. The answers are not going to change the outcome of things. Burning what must be cleansed. And I feel like whatever this is, it's already been burnt to the ground. Growth. Yes, exactly. So you grew from the fire. You're the phoenix. Observation. And I feel like you're a person who really, you're a watcher of sorts. And I don't mean that in a negative way. So, but I feel like when you're at the party, let's say, or at the family gathering, you're the person in the corner petting the cat or the dog or playing with the children and watching what's going on with everybody else. What about dominance and hear the silent drum? Risk. What about that? Perspective. So whatever this is, I feel like it could have been for years that you were looking at this situation, this relationship, this family dynamic the same way. And because intuitively somehow you heard that this relationship, whatever it was, wasn't meant to benefit you. And you observed the bad influence. And you took a risk. You took the risk, even though it may hurt, to look at things from a different perspective because you felt like you needed to. What about community and wild horses? Upheaval. Yeah, I feel like you being the person who is not like everyone else, you're not afraid to stand up for yourself, could have caused this upheaval and grief. So I feel like this is the Tower, the upheaval. And maybe you had to exit a situation because of the deception. And because you were the observer, you knew that something was wrong. Nature, protection, yes. You left to protect yourself. Whatever the situation was, whether it be a family situation, whether it be a relationship, whether it be whatever. And I feel like this situation, this past situation, made you feel like you needed to be guarded. But it looks like over here you're sitting in the dandelions that have the poofy things on them. And you're just enjoying yourself. And there's all the crows over here. So you don't need to be part of a group to be happy. Displacement, yes. Yes, I feel like that's exactly what happened. Like, you had to go out on your own, basically. And I know I always say trash basket, but it looks like you left the trash basket. You left whatever this was, whether it be family, friends, whatever, or relationship, you left it. What about insight? Night. The moon is back. What about that, Spirit? Play. So a couple things. I feel like this person that you left behind, or people, or family group, or whatever this is, you forged out on your own, and they are the ones feeling left behind now. And I feel like these people, this person, whoever they are, they think about you at night. Like, really think about you. And they could be under the influence. What else? Exposed. So, the moon is on here twice. I feel like whoever you are, you've released the need to know the truth. But, intuitively, I feel like whether you want the truth or not, the truth may come to you. You have a messenger of sorts that is going to come and speak to you about exactly what's going on, about the sabotage. You see this picture, this owl? They're getting ready to grab that crow. I feel like somebody is going to be helping you in this situation. But it is important for you to play, so whatever that is, do that. What else about exposed, Spirit? This is a really interesting reading. Anticipation. So I feel like whoever this group is, whoever these people are, they were anticipating you, like with their popcorn and their movie seats. They were anticipating your downfall. They were anticipating this owl coming and eating you. But that didn't happen. These people sound like evil fuckers, I'm just going to say. What about growth? Battle. It was in reverse, so I think we'll take it. I feel like you refuse to battle these people. You didn't need to. All you needed to do was remove your energy. That was enough. You didn't have to defend your words. You didn't have to do anything. Territory. I feel like they believe that you are part of their territory, that they own you in some way. And that's an illusion. They don't own you. Let's get one more card. This is fascinating, to be honest. I've never done like an entire reading with this deck. Curiosity and direction. Yeah, so I feel like even though you don't know what way you're going, you're like, fuck it. I'm out here. I'm a crow. I'm a badass. I'm going to hold my grudges and I'm going to keep it moving. Because all these crows, this one crow looks like he has the light with him. And I feel like you're just soaring. So let's get some tarot. I'm interested to see what's going to come out. Let me take a sip. All right. So Spirit. Why is this coming out now about this family group or these friends or this past relationship? What is this about? What is this about? The Tower. So I feel like you getting... So you know, all your wounds were in the salt. You were in pain. You were guarded. You were afraid. They were dominating over you. And I feel like you were, or they were trying to dominate you. I feel like you removing your energy is their tower. Because if you're not going to fucking play, then what's the point of the game? I mean, they just want to kick you in the balls. That's just what the game is, right? It's kick this person in the balls as many times as you can. Yeah, and I feel like exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. So you are moving on to better times, calmer waters. You're not looking back. And you're in your Queen of Swords energy. You're basically aloof to what's going on back there. You don't give a shit. You're moving forward. You got your crow energy. You're like, yeah, let's see what the fuck is out in the world, because this is the place we're going. King of Swords. What about that, Spirit? Two of Swords. This is a past person who was very judgmental over you. And they're confused why you've closed your heart to them. People are so fucking stupid. What? What else about that, Spirit? Knight of Cups. And Two of Coins. I feel like this person... I feel like the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords are the same person, but this is not a good King of Cups. This King of Cups is holding out his hand like he wants something from you. And I feel like he could have been juggling you for finances, keeping you stuck in cycles, for cash flow. So that's another thing, you know, a financial change has happened because you're out of this situation. So where is the collective in all this, Spirit? Can we know, other than the Queen of Swords and Six of Swords, where else are they? You were in the Ten of Swords. You felt abandoned by this person. What else about that? And now you're in Emperor energy. So you're living by stable structure, you're disciplined, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. What about this past person, Spirit? The mentor and the Four of Coins. This person or people are rethinking their possessive, controlling, selfish behavior towards you. Not that that means anything. The Fool is on the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Swords. They may take a leap of faith towards you because they're tired of waiting for you to come back. It's either that or you are Knight of Swordsing them. You're taking your shit and you're taking your ball and you're going home. Queen of Wands. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I don't know if I would trust this person when they come in, because I feel like they are looking like the Queen of Wands or the Knight of Cups or the King of Swords. You could be dealing with more than one person if you're dealing with deception from multiple people. But I feel like there's an enemy within the camp, if that makes sense. So they're going to come in, they're going to make nice. They're going to look like, you know, they're energetic, they're visionary, and they're no visionary. All right, let's get a couple more cards, Spirit. What else? What else does the collective need to know? Ten of Cups. This card will not go in, so I guess we're going to take it. And the Sun. This is why they're coming in. Because you've reached a secure place. You're happy, you're stable, you're joyful, you have everything you need. And so they just feel like it's a good time in to come in and pillage your village. I don't know. Why would they come in now, Spirit? Because they're feeling Nine of Swords. They're having nightmares, they're feeling guilty, anxious, depressed about what they did to you. And they're having financial hardships, and I feel like they think that this is your fault. And they're in the Ten of Wands. And the Three of Coins. So if these persons or people come in, they may be asking you for help. And I would be wary about that. I always say I'm not here to give relationship advice. This is just a tarot channel. I am channeling the messages for you, but I'm telling you, with all these cards coming out the way they are, with the King of Swords, with the Two of Swords, the King of Cups with the Two of Coins, the Queen of Wands with the Seven of Swords, and then Knight of Swords, Five of Coins, Ten of Wands, and Three of Coins. I mean, you can look it up. But it doesn't seem good. So you have a choice to make. You're at a choice point here. When this person or people come in, there will be a fork in the road, but these are the people that put the Three of Swords in you. And you're the Nine of Cups now, or the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Oh, I don't know, collective. I feel like this person is going to come in. So here's you in the Ten of Cups with the Sun, which is fucking great, okay? So you've got the Nine of Cups out, but I feel like it's this person coming in, communicating with you, saying they've had a breakthrough, and that they want you back. What else about that, Spirit? Strength. Yeah, you're going to have to make a decision about this. Huh. I feel like you're calling in a King of Coins. And judgment is going to play out for whoever these people or persons are. So if you're feeling like you need to do something, you don't. I would just, be mindful that there are crows in the grass, so to speak, that are going to come in and be dick bags. All right, let's get an outcome card. I mean, I know we already have some, but let's get one last card here. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, so the question is, are you going to be blind to the fact that this person tried to restrict you, confuse you, trap you, or people? Or are you going to use your Empress energy? I don't know, collective. This was a lot. This was like more than I thought it was going to be. But here we are. Okay, so I guess we'll get you an advice card because this seems like a lot. Seems like it could be very challenging when these persons or people come in, especially if this is family or you felt like this person was family. That could be very challenging. Angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. So you could call your ancestors for help if you feel insecure about this. If you feel like you're going to have an issue, sort of light, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. Yeah, I feel like this person can only influence you if you want them to, or people. Energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Yeah, I feel like this cycle has closed out. I mean, we had the Tower. We have the Sun. I mean, there's multiple major arcana out here. We got Strength. We got the Fool. We got the High Priestess. So I feel like you need to use your intuition. And I'll say it like this, okay? So when these people or persons come back, do they make you feel happy and secure? Or do you feel like you have to be this guarded little fawn? Do you feel like you have to hide things from these people? Do you feel like you have to keep your secret because you can't trust them? That's going to be the big thing. All right, collective. Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to name this thing. I got to be honest. So anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. I hope this was helpful for whoever this is for. I feel like we went down the rabbit hole a little, but I feel like this message needed to come out. So please let me know if this resonates. I love you guys so much. I will see you soon. Bye.